Good afternoon. I hereby call these proceedings to order. Will the audience please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem led by Kayla Grant, class of 2025.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Good afternoon, and welcome to this 2025 commencement ceremony at the University of Pittsburgh at Johnstown. I'm Ray Rabley, Vice President for Academic Affairs. I am happy and I'm proud to join my faculty colleagues today in celebrating the conferral of degrees on our students who are graduating today. These students have accomplished something significant and important. The knowledge and skills that they have acquired and the experiences they've had as students, as classmates, as roommates, as teammates, as interns, as employees, and as friends and mentors have prepared them to do well and to do good as they start new chapters in their lives. I am optimistic about the future, knowing what talents and virtues these young men and women will bring to all they attempt. So congratulations and best wishes to all of them. It is now my honor to introduce today's student speaker, Augustine Mucci. Augie is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science. Throughout his time at Pitt Johnstown, Augie has been a leader, a mentor, and a dedicated advocate for students. He has served as president of the Student Government Association, a supplemental instructor, a founding officer and president of the Computer Science Club, and a Go Team leader helping welcome new students to campus through orientation. Please join me in welcoming your 2024-2025 Student Government Association President, Augie Mucci.
Good afternoon, everyone. Friends, family, faculty, and of course, the class of 2025. Standing here today, it's impossible not to reflect on the winding, unpredictable road that brought us to this moment. We entered college during a time of tremendous uncertainty. Masks covered our faces, classrooms sat half full, and Zoom screens had become our lecture halls. We weren't just transitioning from high school to college. We were doing so in the middle of a pandemic that forced the world to change and forced us to grow up faster than we expected. When we first arrived on campus, some of us physically, others virtually, it felt like less of a clean slate and more like walking into the unknown. But in that unknown, we found opportunity. We adapted. We made the best of awkward breakout rooms and socially distanced events. And little by little, we found each other. We found friends we now couldn't imagine our lives without. We found mentors in our professors and purpose in our studies. We found laughter in unexpected places and resilience we didn't know we had. In the face of change, we didn't fold, we flourished. Over these past few years, we have grown into scientists, artists, engineers, educators, and leaders. We've crammed for exams, pulled all-nighters, navigated internships, and pushed through tough days. Today, we stand on the edge of yet another change. As we take our next steps, whether beginning new careers, heading to grad school, or pausing to catch our breath and find our path, we carry with us everything that shaped us here. The friendships, the growth, the challenges, and yes, even the late night sheets runs that somehow made everything feel just a little more like home. For me, change has always felt a little more manageable with family by my side. I come from a loud, loving, proud Italian family, the kind that never lets you leave without eating something, that celebrates every win like it's the Super Bowl, and that never lets you forget where you came from. And today, I carry them with me. But I also carry something else, something I didn't have 4 years ago, my mountain cat family. This campus, this community, these people, they've become home. We've cheered each other on, held each other up, and made memories that will live long after we leave this place. So as we step into whatever comes next, let us not fear the change. Let's embrace it. Because we've faced it before, and we've grown because of it. And wherever life takes us, we'll always have two families, the one that raised us and the one that we built right here in the mountains. Congratulations, class of 2025. We did it.
It is now my honor to introduce Matt Cernell, Alumni Association co-president. Matt graduated from Pitt Johnstown with a major in geography and a minor in political science, and he subsequently earned a master's degree in business administration. He teaches classes in geography and business as an adjunct instructor at Pitt Johnstown. He is the founder and president of Eagles Ridge Industries and the co-host and producer of the Tuck Shop Pitt Johnstown Alumni podcast, and he is a constant, energetic presence in the halls on our campus. Matt.
Dr. Spector, members of the cabinet, my fellow faculty, our dedicated staff, thank you for having me here today. To our alumni, both old and soon to be new, on behalf of the University of Pittsburgh at Johnstown Alumni Board of Directors, I welcome you. As Ray mentioned, I've been around for a while. I've been on campus in some form, many times shorter, for over 40 years. I think after today, I've done just about everything you can do on this campus, including take Ray's classes, except for maybe write a parking ticket. So if we could arrange that for the summer, that'd be great. In all seriousness, you sit here today as incoming alumni of the university. You are moments away from the longest phase of your relationship with this campus. The years you spend here as students will be short in comparison to the decades you will spend as alumni. But what does it mean to be an alumni? It means as you leave here today, you take part of this place with you, and you leave part of yourself here. When I'm here on campus working late and no one else is around, you can hear the echoes of alumni voices gone by, still lingering in the halls. Today, your voices are added to those echoes. You will take something of this place to the world, out into the world, with you as well. Your knowledge, your understanding, the friendships you've made, and questions. You leave today to find answers to the questions you have about what's next, and to seek out new questions to continue to learn and to grow. I've talked to hundreds and hundreds of alumni in my time, on campus, whether it's here on the Alumni Podcast, at events we hold, even randomly as you move about your day, you'll come across UPJ alum. Even when 2 years ago I faced a life-threatening medical condition, I looked up and I was surrounded by UPJ alum. Credit to our nursing program, by the way. It's a connection. It's a connection that you'll have as alumni now. And we all yearn for that connection, to know we're not alone. As you step out into the world to explore what's next, you will always have that connection of being an alumni of UPJ. You are forever connected to the more than 20,000 other alumni whose voices ring through this campus today. Each of us, no matter the major listed on our transcript, is an explorer, looking for what tomorrow brings. We're all compelled to continue to learn and to grow, to be better tomorrow than we are today. Remember, though, through that journey, none of us explore alone. Together, we are UPJ alumni, connected through time and space by our history, our heritage, and our tradition here on campus. On behalf of the Pitt Johnstown Alumni Board of Directors, representing 6 decades of alumni on the board and working for every decade before and after, I invite you to join us as alumni, and I welcome you to visit our table after this ceremony to receive a gift from the association. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt. It is now my honor to introduce Dr. Jem Spector, President of the University of Pittsburgh at Johnstown since 2007. Prior to his appointment as UPJ President, Dr. Spector held leadership positions at Western Oregon University, the University of Scranton, Princeton University, and the University of La Verne. Under Dr. Spector's leadership, UPJ has created new competitive programs in business, engineering, and nursing, increased the UPJ endowment by 5-fold, and extensively transformed the physical infrastructure of the campus by the construction and renovation of several major buildings, including the most recent addition of the John R. Muslin University Center and the 74 acres that surround it. Dr. Spector is a staunch advocate for students. I suspect he's met most of you who are sitting there today and quizzed you about your purpose and your plans. That commitment to students is reflected in his drive to create innovative academic programs that meet student needs, to create more opportunities for students to engage with each other and the community, and to provide students with a foundation to achieve personal and professional success and to contribute to the public good. Dr. Spector.
Thank you, Dr. Rabley. It is my distinct pleasure and honor, if I could find my script here. Just give me 1 second. Yes, please, thank you. It's my distinct pleasure and honor to take the podium to recognize our distinguished speaker and to introduce her. But before I do so, I want to take a moment to thank another graduating class that's here today. There are really 2 sets of graduates today. Because your parents and loved ones, the ones who gave birth to you, the ones who took care of you as a little baby, and they are graduating today, and they are graduating in a topic that is the most important major you could have. Dreaming about the future for their little ones, working and investing towards a better world, and pouring all their heart and all their love to get you here today. So UPJ graduates, let us give a special, intense UPJ thank you to the parents and loved ones who dreamed about 20-something years ago for all of you, and who are graduating today with PhDs in hope and dreams and love. Let us show them some love, people. Come on, get up, stand up. Stand up and show them some love. Are you sitting? Stand up. Yes, show them some love. That's good. Let's show them some thank you. Gratitude is very important. And same gratitude goes to the faculty and the staff of UPJ who supported you through thick and thin. Thank you all. Sit down now. Doesn't gratitude feel good? Indeed. So our speaker today, the person that we are honoring here with the President's Medal of Distinction, has attributes and professional achievements that you all know about, right? She's a veteran who has won awards, received recognitions, meritorious service. She is an accomplished national correspondent for ABC News who has covered stories around the country and around the world. When we award the President's Medal of Distinction, we look for special attributes, special characteristics. And our speaker today brings them in spades. She brings a determination to excel from humble beginnings. You don't get to the top of the national media without having grit, G-R-I-T, grit, determination, resilience. We love that because those are attributes that we identify with our mountain cat. Resilience, not quitting, persistence, stick-to-itiveness. It takes drive to succeed. And Stephanie Ramos, throughout her career, whether as a journalist, reporter, correspondent, as a student, and perhaps more importantly, as a veteran who served in Iraq, has demonstrated those qualities that we admire, including courage. So I had a chance to talk with her about her courage. After serving in Iraq, which was an intensely challenging experience, she returned after some time to go make a documentary to capture the lives of the people there, her fellow soldiers. And that return to capture the story, to tell the story, the journalist who always wants to tell the story, the journalist who happened to be in Kyiv right before the invasion, wanting to tell the story, going where so many might be afraid, so many may not dare. That passion, that determination to get the story, to get it right, has taken her across these United States. She's covered several stories, many pressing stories, important stories of our time. And I have to say, perhaps, think about it. She started from Topeka, Kansas, right? You know, in terms of her journalism career. You know, Topeka is not exactly where you say, well, if I want to hit the big time in national media, I should go to Topeka, right? But that tells me something about what I really love about this graduating class. We are in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, the backbone of American industrialization, right? The steel that made America a great power, that steel was built here. So we're tough. It's a tough place. So she started from a place where she had that kind of toughness. And if you name a big national story that involves the White House, the COVID pandemic, major Senate races, hurricanes, elections, protests, school shootings, the events that really, in many ways, mark our lives. She's been there and covered them with distinction. She's an exceptionally talented national news correspondent. We are delighted to have her share in her inspirational journey from humble origins to the highest echelons of international reporting. Please join me in welcoming the distinguished Stephanie Ramos.
Thank you. Hello. I've got a little box here. This is very similar to my live shots. The photographer always has a handy box like this, gives me a boost. A most gracious thank you to Dr. Spector. Thank you so much for that lovely introduction, and to everyone who has welcomed me here at the University of Pittsburgh. First, let me say congratulations to the class of 2025. You did it. You did it. This is it. To document the moment, which I'm sure you all will be doing plenty of that, I want to take a photo, since I can't take a selfie with each and every one of you. How about a group selfie? Yeah? You guys down for it? Okay, here we go. Super fast. Here we go. Class of 2025. Woo! Oh, man, that's enthusiastic. Okay, I will post that, by the way, so we will see your faces. I will zoom in. But yes, congratulations. What a road, what a journey. And let's be real, it hasn't been easy, right? You've been through a global pandemic, political upheaval, social change, probably some mental health challenges, and maybe some late night existential crises about your major. But you're here, you made it. You earned every second of this moment. So take it in, hold it close, let it fuel you. You've earned a degree from the University of Pittsburgh. And in addition to your degree, make sure you have a sweatshirt or some merch so you can always remember this place, represent when you're out there. But to the parents, the mentors, guardians, friends, family, be in this moment too. You lifted, supported, encouraged, and sometimes even pushed your student across the finish line. And thank you for being a part of this incredible journey. Again, it is truly an honor to be here with you, to speak to you, to share this milestone with you. Over the years, I've learned that telling my story, just being honest, can really help people. For years, I held it close, thinking maybe it wasn't really that special. But every time I opened up, someone would come forward and say, I saw myself in that. So today, I want to talk with you with that same kind of honesty. The kind that helped me go from TV Market 139 to national television, from Army private to Army major, local newsroom to Baghdad, and maybe most importantly, from doubt to determination. And if there's one thing I want you to take from this speech, it's this. You already have everything you need to begin. So when I graduated from college, just the other day, I'm just kidding, it's a while ago, I thought I had plans, right? But they quickly fell apart. Made a shift, went to graduate school, graduated, thought I had another plan. Nope, something else came up. After growing up in New York City, attending school there, my first introduction to news was there, the Army sent me to Columbia, South Carolina. I was there for officer training. Both careers, journalism and the military, they really took off simultaneously. So after my Army officer basic course, I worked for a TV station in town until I felt comfortable enough to mail out my resume and TV reel, which is basically a sample of my work. At first, I was really selective, right? I don't want to go to that city. I don't want to live in that town. I want to stay close to family, just all of these factors. I didn't really want to consider living in certain states, but after so much rejection, I said, I have to go somewhere. I have to start somewhere. I mailed my resume and VHS tape all over the country. I was at that post office in Columbia every day. They knew me. They saw me coming. They'd say, good luck this time. It took months to get calls back. Eventually, I took a job in Topeka, Kansas, as Dr. Spector mentioned. TV Market 139. As a native New Yorker, this was a big change. Topeka, first on-air job. But I was ready for it, or kind of ready for it. The job posting said, must know how to use a camera, must know how to edit. Hadn't really done that in school. I didn't know how to do either, but I applied anyway. Why? Well, because I trusted future me. Not in a reckless way, but in a faithful way. I believed I'd figure it out. That belief is essential, not just in journalism, but in life. You won't always have the answers, but if you have curiosity, integrity, and grit, you will learn, you will adapt, you will rise. So in Topeka, my big dream was simple: anchor. Wanted to be a part of the morning show somehow. I'd get to cover a variety of news. First hour, you're covering hard news stories, and by the end of the show, you're cooking a meal, petting puppies. Just a nice little mix. It was right up my alley. When an overnight producer job opened up, I took it. Not glamorous, total grind, but I showed up, I learned, and I earned my shot. And meanwhile, I was juggling parenting. My husband and I both worked at the TV station. Sometimes you could hear our baby in the background. Stage manager would have to usher him away. It's a small market. We could get away with that. But we were exhausted. But we were in it together. No matter what, we were going to make that work. So to all of you graduating with dreams and maybe diapers, keep going. To those balancing jobs, side hustles, caretaking, and coursework, keep going. Because the work that you're doing now isn't just building your resume, it's building your resilience. For me, especially as a woman, especially as a Latina, people will try to tell you you can't. So you have to learn to say to yourself, oh yeah, I can do that. Just watch. After Topeka, my dream got a lot bigger, kind of bigger. I wanted my next position to take me to Kansas City. Not far from Topeka, about an hour, much bigger market, much bigger city. Now, you don't typically go from small market Topeka to a major market like Kansas City, but I thought that is my goal. I've seen their work, I've seen their products, I know I can do it. So I got bold. I made trips to the TV station, knocked on the news director's door, uninvited, emailed her, called her, followed up and followed up. I was persistent, very persistent. Some might say a little annoying. Sometimes you have to be. Because you know what? Boldness breaks through. After about 6 months, I finally got an interview. Big Kansas City market, and I got the job. So in Kansas City, the work didn't stop. I was working so hard, meeting people, telling their stories, proving myself. And after about a year or so, I wanted to try my hand at the anchor desk again. There wasn't a spot for me at the anchor desk. The anchors there had been there for a really long time. But I made one. I made a spot eventually. How? Well, I made my goals known. You have to share. You have to share what your goals are. Let your bosses know, your future bosses know what you want to do. I shared with my news director that one day I wanted to be in the anchor chair, that I wanted that shot. Soon after, an opportunity came up to be on the morning show, and it would be all mine. Not exactly how I wanted to join the team, but I was getting a little closer. The opportunity was traffic reporter. I started with traffic, yes, young woman from New York City, telling Kansas City natives exactly where to go. I didn't even know how I got to work that day. I didn't know the highways, didn't know the green screen. You guys are familiar with the green screen. It's every starting weather reporter's recurring nightmare. It's essentially a big blank green wall where TV stations' technology wizards make weather maps appear, but only for the TV viewer. So I became familiar with that. Didn't know anything about traffic reporting. I used GPS everywhere. But I learned, I knew this was the next step. This needed to be the next step. So I cruised commuter routes from the biggest suburbs into downtown. I practiced on my days off, because when preparation meets opportunity, you can succeed. And when the opportunity came, I was ready. I made sure I was the best traffic reporter in town. That was the task at hand. That's what I needed to do to get to the next step, so I mastered it. My husband was thrilled at the time. I'd give him directions, I'd tell him exactly where to go. I said, "Excuse me, sir, I'm the traffic reporter here." He loved it. But those traffic reports turned into transportation news segments, and then general news stories. Stories turned into weekends on the anchor desk, and weekends turned into weekdays. And then for the first time in the 8 years that I'd worked in television news, TV stations started calling me. One of them was ABC, the network. They offered a new role they had just created, multi-platform reporter. Some people called us baby correspondents. We would report on stories for ABC affiliates, radio digital, not quite for the network just yet, but I didn't care about the title, I cared about the mission. My foot was in the network door. So my new goal was to become a correspondent. Report for the big shows, Good Morning America, World News Tonight with David Muir, 2020, Nightline, This Week. It seemed absolutely impossible in the moment, but I couldn't back down because I had come so far. It was time to put in more work. When I was sent out on an assignment at the Pentagon or Capitol Hill or at the White House to cover President Obama or the first Trump administration, not only did I have to deliver each and every time and not fail, but also needed to be more curious than ever, to share information or at other times a moving or impactful story for the nation. It was also a period of time when I learned that creativity is forged in constraints. Let that sit with you for a second. Creativity forged in constraints. It sounds a little counterintuitive, right? We often think of creativity as this wide open, free-flowing thing, like give me a blank canvas, unlimited time, all the resources, and I'll make something absolutely brilliant. But in real life, especially in the world that I work in, journalism and the military and television, you rarely get that blank canvas. Instead, you get a deadline, you get a guardrail, you get a 90-second segment that has to be turned around in 3 hours and aired to millions of people around the country. And somehow within all of that, that's where the magic happens, a product that is meaningful. So a year and a half later, into my career there at ABC, I made it. Weekend GMA and weekday GMA, 2020, World News Tonight, This Week. It was happening. Then came the correspondent title. But the work does not stop. It never stops. While I was building that TV career, I was also serving in the U.S. Army Reserve. Rewind just a bit again. Back in college, I always knew I wanted to be a journalist, wanted to be a reporter. The way journalists could shape understanding, influence policy, help people, that inspired me. You have to find something that inspires you. But then 9/11 happened. 3 hijacked planes flew terrorist suicide missions into New York's World Trade Center and the Pentagon. A 4th crashed into a field in Shanksville, right here in Pennsylvania. And as a native New Yorker, I felt this pull. I wanted to serve. I wanted to be part of something bigger, so I enlisted. Completed basic training, earned a master's in mass communication, and then received my commission. Started as a private, and now I'm a major. While I was anchoring in the Midwest, I got the call that I was deploying to Iraq. I had a month, pack up, say goodbye, tell my boss, and go. It was a shock, it was lonely, but I knew this is what I signed up for. But that year in Baghdad really changed me. I served as a historical ambassador and public affairs officer. Yes, there are historical ambassadors in a war zone. My job was essentially to learn all the historical significance around me. We were based where Saddam Hussein had a lot of his former palaces, and when dignitaries, senators, presidents would come visit, I'd be the one to show them around, and that included soldiers. But what meant the most during that time for me was volunteering with the Iraqi Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, 2 afternoons a week. Once I was officially off duty, I would go to a part of the base where Iraqi soldiers and their families were staying, and I would work with the kids on arts and crafts. They were about 10 and under. We met with these kids who just wanted some company, wanted some help with their homework, to play kickball. These kids living in war still found joy. They still smiled, welcomed us soldiers. And it gave me a perspective. It gave me peace. It gave me strength. When I came home, I was a little different, more focused, less rattled. Now, when the newsroom is in chaos, scripts crashing, live news hits, breaking information, and someone yells, "We've got 5 minutes," I'm like, okay, we've got this. That calm, that mindset, that comes from experience, from the Army, from Iraq. And it's not that journalism is easy. It's not. But you can't panic. I've seen worse. And I know how to lead under pressure. My military background shaped me, but so did being a mom and a Latina. These parts of me don't exist in silos. They intersect. They strengthen how I tell stories, how I listen, how I lead. So when I redeployed from Iraq, my husband and I made a documentary, To Baghdad and Back. It aired in Topeka. Dr. Spector mentioned it, won a few awards for it. And I bring that up because that's why in media, we need so many people of different backgrounds, not just in media, but any industry, because of what you bring. Diversity in journalism isn't a checkbox, it's a necessity. Let me be clear. Diversity isn't just about gender or skin color. It's whether you grew up in Murraysville or Upper St. Clair or Manhattan. It's whether you have a college degree or a trade certification in plumbing. It's whether you have a chronic illness or a disability. It's religion. It's if you're a widow or an only child or a parent or single. Diversity comes from the endless variations embodied by the 342 million of us who call ourselves American. Every single one of us here today brings to the table some element of diversity, simply because every one of us has a different, diverse life experience, a diverse history, a diverse personal story than the person seated beside them. That's what diversity is. So in news, we need storytellers with lived experience because it changes what we notice, what we pursue, and how we tell the truth. As a Latina, I pitch stories others might overlook. As a mom, I connect differently with families in pain. As a veteran, I add depth to military coverage. These identities, they don't compete, they combine. They make me a better journalist, a better soldier, a better person. And here's what I want you to hear loud and clear. Everything about you, every part of who you are is an asset. So don't hide it, don't shrink it, don't apologize for it, lead with it. Your personal story, your perspective is not a liability, it is your power. Some people often ask me, what do you want your legacy to be? And I've thought a lot about it, and I think that I was a reporter who cared deeply about each and every story, each and every interview, each and every word, because words matter. Stories matter, people matter. And when someone comes up to me 5 months later after a particular story has aired on Good Morning America and says, "I remember that story that you did," sometimes it'll surprise me because you forget that people are actually watching. But it reminds me that this is why I do this. Stories affect people. So, to the class of 2025, craft your own path. Don't wait for someone to say, "Oh, you belong here." Claim it. Say yes, even when you're not sure. especially when you're not sure. Trust your future self. You'll figure it out. Find a mentor and work hard because the work never stops. And while you're doing that, help those along the way. Bring people up with you. It's a small world. It really is. Don't try to fit into a mold. Break it. Remake it. Be bold enough to tell your own story and brave enough to tell someone else's. Because you're the future. It sounds so cliche. You're the future, but you are. You are literally the future. You are the story, and I cannot wait to see how you all tell it. Congratulations, class of 2025. Now go make your own way.
So it is now my honor to present our highest honor. Whereas Stephanie Ramos is a distinguished correspondent who is highly acclaimed for her reporting in platforms such as Good Morning America, World News Tonight, ABC News, Nightline. Whereas Stephanie Ramos has used her professionalism to bring clarity and understanding to many important national stories from coast to coast, capturing the great events of our time with authenticity, enthusiasm, and keen insight. Whereas Stephanie Ramos has served her country with pride and distinction as First Lieutenant in Iraq, service for which she received multiple meritorious medals. Whereas Stephanie Ramos has received acclaim for a documentary produced with her husband, capturing the lives of people in Iraq and telling the stories. It shall be noted on this day, May 3rd, 2025, that Ms. Ramos brought her inspiring journey, her lived experiences from humble origins, that she has served as a beacon of possibility for all our students about what can be achieved if you're determined, if you're resilient, and do not quit. For these and many other reasons, it is now with great pride and honor that we award to Ms. Ramos the President's Medal of Distinctive Excellence. Ms. Ramos. It is now my pleasure and honor to announce the presentation of candidates for degrees. Dr. Ray Rabley, Vice President for Academic Affairs, will now present the candidates for degrees. Dr. Rabley, thank you.
As your degree is announced, please stand and remain standing. In the Division of Business and Enterprise, Bachelor of Arts in Economics. Bachelor of Science in Accounting. Just stand. Bachelor of Science in Finance. Bachelor of Science in Information Systems. Bachelor of Science in Management. Bachelor of Science in Marketing. President Spector, these students have met the requirements of the faculty in their division for the degree as announced. I recommend that you confer upon these candidates the degree Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Sciences.
acting under the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University of Pittsburgh, as President of the University of Pittsburgh, Johnstown, I confer upon each of you the Bachelor's of Arts degree and the Bachelor of Science degree, as it appears on your diploma, with all rights and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Please be seated. In the Division of Education, Bachelor of Science in Early Childhood Education. Bachelor of Arts in Early Childhood Education with Special Education. Bachelor of Science in Middle Level Education. Bachelor of Science in Secondary Education. Bachelor of Arts in Secondary Education. President Spector, these students have met the requirements of the faculty in their division for the degree as announced. I recommend that you confer upon these candidates the degree Bachelor of Science or Bachelor of Arts.
Acting under the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University of Pittsburgh, as President of the University of Pittsburgh, Johnstown, I confer upon each of you the Bachelor of Science degree or the Bachelor of Arts degree, as it appears on your diploma, with all rights and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Please be seated. In the Division of Engineering and Computer Science, Bachelor of Science in Computer Science. Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering. Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering. Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering. Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering. Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. President Spector, these students have met the requirements of the faculty in their division for the degree as announced. I recommend that you confer upon these candidates the degree Bachelor of Science.
Acting under the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University of Pittsburgh, as President of the University of Pittsburgh, Johnstown, I confer upon each of you the Bachelor of Science degree, as it appears on your diploma, with all rights and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Division of Humanities, Bachelor of Arts in Communication. Bachelor of Arts in English Literature. Bachelor of Arts in Humanities. Bachelor of Arts in Journalism. Bachelor of Arts in Multimedia and Digital Culture. Bachelor of Arts in Theater Arts. Bachelor of Arts in Writing. President Spector, these students have met the requirements of the faculty in their division for the degree as announced. I recommend that you confer upon these candidates the degree Bachelor of Arts.
Acting under the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University of Pittsburgh, as President of the University of Pittsburgh, Johnstown, I confer upon each of you the Bachelor of Arts degree, as it appears on your diploma, with all rights and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Please be seated. The Division of Natural Sciences, Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry. Bachelor of Science in Biology. Bachelor of Science in Chemistry. Bachelor of Science in Energy and Earth Resources. Bachelor of Science in Mathematics, Bachelor of Science in Physics, Bachelor of Science in Psychology. President Inspector, these students have met the requirements of the faculty in their division for the degree as announced. I recommend that you confer upon these candidates the degree Bachelor of Science.
Acting under the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University of Pittsburgh, as President of the University of Pittsburgh, Johnstown, I confer upon each of you the Bachelor of Science degree as it appears on your diploma with all rights and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Please be seated. In the Division of Social Sciences, Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Studies, Bachelor of Arts in Geography, Bachelor of Arts in History, Bachelor of Arts in Justice Administration and Criminology, Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, Bachelor of Arts in Sociology. President Inspector, these students have met the requirements of the faculty in their division for the degree as announced. I recommend that you confer upon these candidates the degree Bachelor of Arts.
Acting under the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University of Pittsburgh, as President of the University of Pittsburgh, Johnstown, I confer upon each of you the Bachelor of Arts degree as it appears on your diploma with all rights and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Division of Nursing and Health Sciences and the University of Pittsburgh School of Nursing, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. President Inspector, it is my pleasure to present these students upon whom the Chancellor of the University of Pittsburgh has conferred the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Acting on behalf of the Chancellor and the Provost of the University of Pittsburgh, I congratulate you on completion and conferral of the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Congratulations.
Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Management and Supervision, Associate of Science in Respiratory Care, Associate of Science in Surgical Technology. President Inspector, these students have met the requirements of the faculty in their division for the degree as announced. I recommend that you confer upon these candidates the degree Bachelor of Science or Associate of Science.
Acting under the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University of Pittsburgh, as President of the University of Pittsburgh, Johnstown, I confer upon each of you the Bachelor of Science degree or the Associate of Science degree as it appears on your diploma with all rights and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Please be seated.
And now for the fun part, right? Where you get to toss your, no, don't toss your hands. As graduates of the University of Pittsburgh, you may now move your tassels from the right side to the left side of your caps. Don't you guys stand up and do a dance? You just got a degree. What about you? PJ, let's do that. Come on. You, stand up. Let's do it. Get up and stand up. There's no rule. Stand up, stand up. Yeah, it's nice to stand up. All right. So we're going to do a little dance now. We're going to go U, right? P, right? J, right? Let's do it. On cue. 3, 2, 1, go. One more time. One more time. This time with some conviction and some mountain cat pride and some fire of the mountain cat. Let's feel it. Let's do it couple more times. All right, we'll do 3, but this time for the record books. It's been videotaped now. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Inhale and exhale. Don't do it yet. Inhale and exhale. Take a little breath. In, out. One more time. Out. All right, people. Let's show them who we are. Let's show them our passion, our enthusiasm, our love for life. Let's go. U, P, J. One more time. U, P, J. One more last time. U, P. Love you all. All right, after that frivolity, it is now my solemn duty to present our deans, effectively called division chairs here, but the deans of our schools. I present Dr. Timothy Whistler, Business and Enterprise. Dr. Charlene Barnes Rowland, Education. Dr. Tanya Kernberger, Engineering and Computer Science. Dr. Michael Stoner, Humanities. Dr. Stephen Stern, Natural Sciences. Dr. Dawn Dranak, Nursing and Health Sciences. Dr. Ross Kleinstuber, Social Sciences. Thank you. Dr. Kirkpatrick, wait. Okay. Dr. Kirkpatrick, I would like you to introduce, to announce the presentation of diplomas. Thank you.
Mr. President, I now have the honor to present the graduates of the Division of Business and Enterprise. Kareem Hatem Akanen, Information Systems. Madeline E. Ankney, Marketing, summa cum laude. Ryan Bachman, Management. Marvin S. Beatty, Accounting. Aaron R. Benford, Finance, summa cum laude. Tyler D. Belinsky, Accounting and Management, cum laude. Austin George Byrus, Information Systems, magna cum laude. Justin R. Briscoe Sr., Marketing. Tiela Brooks, Finance. Andrew E. Bittner, Accounting, summa cum laude. Natalie F. Carosi, Information Systems. Salvatore E. Cirelli, Marketing, cum laude. His diploma is being presented by his mother, Dr. Jamie Cirelli, Associate Vice Chancellor for Strategic Space Planning and Management, Health Sciences at Pitt. Andrew Compton, Management. Logan S. Constantino, Management. Lucas C. Davis, Marketing. Zoe D. Neal, Information Systems and Political Science, cum laude. Gabriela A. Dorenzo, Marketing and Management. P.J. Dirksen, Information Systems. Aaron Nicholas DeMarco, Information Systems. Blake Emge, Marketing. Evan Nicholas Gardnauer, Accounting, magna cum laude. Caitlin G. Gasky, Marketing. Elliot L. Grains, Finance. Trevor A. Harrison, Accounting, summa cum laude. Mitchell V. Henry, Information Systems, cum laude. Hayden Halsopple, Management. Derek J. Hertansky, Information Systems. Michael Ifadon, Information Systems and Management, College Scholar, summa cum laude. Jonathan M. Kohler, Information Systems. Jaden A. Lai, Information Systems. Ian Thomas Lamolinara, Management. Dominic A. LaRose, Information Systems. Connor Scott LaRue, Accounting, cum laude. Sebastian M. Licky, Accounting. Alexa R. Long, Accounting. Bradley Thomas Allen Madigan, Management. Anthony R. Mills, Finance. Mason B. Myers, Finance, Economics. Olivia Maureen Nikoloff, Finance, cum laude. Jordan J. Page, Information Systems. Jacob Palange, Information Systems, cum laude. Ty Pitkins, Marketing. Elizabeth M. Rayner, Marketing. Bradley Andrew Robinson, Finance. Kenneth C. Robeson, Finance and Information Systems. Dakota Rogers, Management. Dawson S. Ruff, Accounting and Finance, College Scholar, magna cum laude. Caitlin E. Rudy, Management and Marketing. Justin P. Scally, Finance, magna cum laude. Matthias Schopfer, Marketing. Owen M. Shedlock, Marketing, cum laude. Emily M. Shiloh, Accounting, magna cum laude. Ryan Smith, Management. Ryan J. Smith, Finance, cum laude. Joshua A. Sollers, Information Systems. Raymond J. Sprites, Accounting. Mackenzie Brooks Stevens, Marketing, College Scholar, magna cum laude. Joshua T. Streeter, Marketing. Liam D. Straub, Marketing. Jamin A. Tomaselli, Marketing. Jonathan Tosh, Finance and Marketing, magna cum laude. Nicholas M. Trainer, Information Systems, magna cum laude. Ethan Webb, Marketing, cum laude. Joshua P. Williams, Finance. Mr. President, I now have the honor to present the graduates of the Division of Education. Morgan N. Ardrey, Early Childhood Education, magna cum laude. Julia Battaglia, Early Childhood Education, summa cum laude. Megan L. Bradley, Early Childhood Education, magna cum laude. Kaylee Carson, Early Childhood Education, summa cum laude. Madeline Ann Ciceri, Early Childhood Education, summa cum laude. Casey J. Cruz, Secondary Education, College Scholar, summa cum laude. His diploma is being presented by his brother, Dr. Grant Cruz, Assistant Professor of Electrical Engineering at Pitt Johnstown. Hayden A. Zerwinski, Early Childhood Education. Rosalie Marie DePola, Secondary Education, College Scholar, summa cum laude. Courtney Elise Duvall, Early Childhood Education, summa cum laude. Abigail L. Eckenrode, Secondary Education, cum laude. Emily Elizabeth Ewan, Early Childhood Education, College Scholar, University Scholar, summa cum laude. Nathan J. Ginley, Secondary Education, College Scholar, cum laude. Hemron G. Henry, Self-Design Degree. Courtney J. Hillier, Early Childhood Education with Special Education, magna cum laude. Morgan E. Homer, Early Childhood Education with Special Education, magna cum laude. Hannah E. Hughes, Early Childhood Education, summa cum laude. Leah Hunt, Middle Level Education. Vanessa M. Johnson, Early Childhood Education, magna cum laude. Emily M. Carl, Early Childhood Education with Special Education, cum laude. Lily Anna Kessler, Early Childhood Education, summa cum laude. Noah W. Lee, Early Childhood Education, cum laude. Erin Nicole Marsh, Early Childhood Education with Special Education, College Scholar, summa cum laude. Carly Hope McGough, Early Childhood Education, summa cum laude. Bailey N. Mickey, Early Childhood Education, cum laude. Malia Ray Murphy, Secondary Education and Mathematics, magna cum laude. Gianna G. Palmero, Early Childhood Education, magna cum laude. Ashley M. Patterson, Early Childhood Education, cum laude. Joseph Rubel, Secondary Education. Alexis G. Scott, Early Childhood Education, summa cum laude. Allison Seeger, Early Childhood Education, magna cum laude. Keegan A. Shannon, secondary education, cum laude. Julia F. Shima, early childhood education, magna cum laude. Brianna J. Shipley, secondary education, magna cum laude. Liza K. Spangler, early childhood education, cum laude. Olivia M. Wolf, early childhood education, magna cum laude. Mr. President, I now have the honor to present the graduates of the Division of Natural Sciences. Lualis C. Alvarado, biology. Dominic J. Barniak, psychology, magna cum laude. Caleb Bean, biochemistry, summa cum laude. Nalia E. Beard, biology. Adiamar Beaz de Jesus, biology, cum laude. Roman Joseph Barron, biochemistry and chemistry. There we are. Casey M. Berdomus, psychology. Chloe L. Biddleman, psychology, summa cum laude. Sierra Rose Booth, psychology. Isabel R. Boyer, energy and earth resources, summa cum laude. Kendall A. Busby, biology.
Let's go, Kendall!
Maya R. Charity, biology, summa cum laude. Jade Alana Shikami, psychology. Brielle Nicole Soremboli, psychology, college scholar, summa cum laude. Martin S. Chukrin, biology. Evan Cole Yap Dumayas, biology, summa cum laude. Zachary B. Gibbons, biology. Danielle M. Grog, psychology. Kayla A. Grant, biology. Jesse W. Hall, mathematics, college scholar, university scholar, summa cum laude. Taylor R. Hampton, psychology, magna cum laude. Christopher M. Howard, energy and earth resources, college scholar, summa cum laude. Corinne Eva Ilagan, biology, college scholar, summa cum laude. Thomas T. Condrich, psychology, magna cum laude. His diploma is being presented by his mother, Helen Condrich, purchasing coordinator at the Pitt School of Dental Medicine. Frederick L. Kudrick, self-design major, cum laude. Selena Laughlin, biology, cum laude. Megan B. Leahy, psychology. Catherine Lopez, psychology. Brooke Martinage, biology, summa cum laude. Cameron Alexis Midcap, psychology, summa cum laude. Abigail Rose Miller, biology, cum laude. Aya Mustafa Moaz, biology. Julia Mooney, biology, magna cum laude. Grant Nieport, psychology. Colton M. Nesmith, psychology, summa cum laude. Corinna Jane Pebley, chemistry and mathematics, summa cum laude. Milana Y. Pencil, mathematics, summa cum laude. Caitlin Elizabeth Paremba, biology, cum laude. Hannah Pham, biology, cum laude. Tracy Pham, psychology, magna cum laude. Sierra Jasmine Plackey, psychology, cum laude. Tyler David Poznansky, biology, summa cum laude. Elijah J. Seibert, biochemistry. Cheyenne G. Sequeira, psychology. Nicole Elizabeth Smiley, biology. Tyler McAllister Smith, energy and earth resources and environmental studies, cum laude. Milana Marie Snipe, psychology, summa cum laude. Corey Robert Sawson, mathematics, summa cum laude. Donovan Stanley Reeves, energy and earth resources. Landon Tate Steinley, biology, magna cum laude. Nicole Emily Sukenik, biology, magna cum laude. Kirsten Alejandra Ulmer, biology. Alexis M. Vincent, psychology, magna cum laude. Molly Rebecca Wagner, biochemistry, college scholar, university scholar, summa cum laude. Taylor Nicole Wall, psychology. Brindle Kathleen Walser, psychology, magna cum laude. Benjamin T. Warsnup, biochemistry and chemistry. Mr. President, I now have the honor to present the Division of Engineering and Computer Science. Winignatius Ackham, computer science. Ibrahim Alawad Al-Jalki, computer science. Kyle Robert Barton, civil engineering. Bryce M. Batchy, computer science, summa cum laude. Mario J. Battaglia, civil engineering.
Yeah, more!
Grant T. Barley, civil engineering. Samuel David Brainey, computer science. Joseph W. Buchan, mechanical engineering. Tyler M. Campbell, civil engineering. Matthew W. Bowser, electrical engineering, magna cum laude. Antonio Caparosi, computer science. Jovins Kastma, mechanical engineering. Christian Matthew Cerrone, chemical engineering. Zachary Lee Conti, mechanical engineering, cum laude. Kyle Kornman, chemical engineering, magna cum laude. Logan Thomas Kosherik, mechanical engineering, college scholar, university scholar, summa cum laude. Kyler R. Crawford, mechanical engineering, summa cum laude. Josiah Douglas Kuster, chemical engineering, college scholar, summa cum laude. Matthew J. Dean, civil engineering, cum laude. Kylie DeArmit, civil engineering, magna cum laude. Aiden Tyler Dillon, computer science. Price V. Donovan, civil engineering, cum laude. Alexander Joseph Duncan, electrical engineering, college scholar, university scholar, summa cum laude. Justin T. Dvorak, mechanical engineering. Henry M. Javolsky, mechanical engineering. Michael Elenoff, Mechanical Engineering, cum laude. His diploma is being presented by his mother, Beth Elenoff, Human Immunology Research Manager at Pitt. Andrew Farid, Mechanical Engineering. Riley S. Feigert, Computer Science and Mathematics, College Scholar, University Scholar, summa cum laude. Nicole Michelle Fritz, Mechanical Engineering. Ryan B. Fulmer, Mechanical Engineering, cum laude. Lauren M. Grega, Civil Engineering. Joshua L. Gronziowski, Computer Science, cum laude. Brandon Hoang, Computer Science, magna cum laude. Ted Hoffman, Electrical Engineering. Noah H. Hotelin, Mechanical Engineering. Mallory Elizabeth Jackson, Civil Engineering. Nathaniel A. Jackson, Chemical Engineering. Mason Kabbalah, Mechanical Engineering. Carson D. Kaufman, Civil Engineering, cum laude. Ryan N. Kelly, Mechanical Engineering. Ethan Lucas Kuntz, Civil Engineering, College Scholar, summa cum laude. Dylan James Kundrad, Computer Science, summa cum laude. Anthony J. Lasser, Mechanical Engineering, magna cum laude. Gabriel J. Ladich, Civil Engineering. Blake William Lauper, Computer Science. Jonathan Richard Lawson, Mechanical Engineering. Robert Leisure, Computer Science, summa cum laude. Marcello J. Legister, Computer Science. Charles G. Levander, Chemical Engineering, magna cum laude. Marcos D. Lopez, Chemical Engineering. Olivia R. Lowe's, Computer Science, summa cum laude. Gabriel J. Lutz, Computer Science, summa cum laude. Jacob R. Mann, Chemical Engineering, magna cum laude. Jason M. Mance, Mechanical Engineering. Joseph Parker Maughan, Mechanical Engineering, summa cum laude. Gianna F. McCombie, Civil Engineering, cum laude. Jay Miller, Civil Engineering. Kristen J. Milliron, Mechanical Engineering. Augustine Mucci, Computer Science, magna cum laude. Logan G. Minnick, Civil Engineering. Isaiah C. Mobit, Computer Science. Haley E. Neidig, Civil Engineering, magna cum laude. Obina F. Noniello, Mechanical Engineering. Trevor N. Novotny, Mechanical Engineering. Brandon O'Connor, Mechanical Engineering, magna cum laude. Paul Luke Parks, Civil Engineering. Hannah E. Petrosevich, Chemical Engineering, summa cum laude. Spencer D. Farr, Civil Engineering. Austin Luke Ressler, Computer Science, summa cum laude. Logan D. Rickley, Mechanical Engineering, cum laude. Jacob Michael Sable, Civil Engineering, magna cum laude. Anthony Tyler Scott, Electrical Engineering, magna cum laude. Elijah L. Seckler, Civil Engineering. Matthew W. Smith, Electrical Engineering. Aspen Brando Souders, Mechanical Engineering. Nolan Steely, Mechanical Engineering. Christian Isaiah Thornton, Mechanical Engineering. Connor C. Toth, Computer Science, summa cum laude. Alexander Joseph Anthony Toto, Civil Engineering, magna cum laude. Carter James Troxel, Computer Engineering. His diploma is being presented by his grandfather, Dr. Stan Pizarski, Emeritus Faculty Member in Engineering at Pitt Johnstown. Jillian Verbus, Chemical Engineering, cum laude. Levi M. Waltermeyer, Mechanical Engineering. Kyle J. Weiser, Civil Engineering, cum laude. Brendan James Worthington, Chemical Engineering, magna cum laude. Duncan N. Zients, Chemical Engineering. Mr. President, I now have the honor to present the graduates of the Division of Humanities. Mariam T. Bangura, journalism, cum laude. Lindy J. Barefoot, communication. Paul Edward Briones, self-design. Abigail Kathleen Deasy, communication. Cody DeValcanier, communication. John Christian Douglas, writing. His diploma is being presented by his mother, Kimberly Douglas, Director of Student Support and Advising at Pitt Johnstown. Ariel D. Gardner, communication. Autumn Taylor Hogan, communication and multimedia and digital culture, college scholar, magna cum laude. Hannah J. Kim, writing, college scholar, summa cum laude. Kaylee Grace Kolonich, English literature and writing, college scholar, summa cum laude. Her diploma is being presented by her father, Rick Kolonich, grounds crew staff at Pitt Johnstown. Catherine Ruby Landis, English literature, magna cum laude. Nathaniel D. May, communication, cum laude. Tyler Michael McTavish, writing, cum laude. Emily Quinn Muchesko, communication. Blake L. Neal, multimedia and digital culture. Sarah Raza Shah, humanities, university scholar. Maura Shields, communication. Her diploma is being presented by her father, Donald Shields, Associate Dean of External Relations for the School of Computing and Information at Pitt. Joshua A. Yeomans, writing, magna cum laude. Mr. President, I now have the honor to present the graduates of the Division of Social Sciences. In addition to receiving the degree of Bachelor of Arts, these first 5 graduates completed the requirements for the American Democracy Scholar Certificate. Students who complete the American Democracy Scholar Certificate develop an excellent understanding of the U.S. Constitution and its history, enhance their civic reasoning and democratic participation skills, and demonstrate a keen appreciation of the challenges of preserving the Republic and building a more perfect union. These scholars will also be presented with a medal which recognizes them as keepers of the Republic. Ty J. Broadway, political science. Haley Diane Hohenstein, political science, cum laude. Christian Kanich, political science, cum laude. Anastasia G. Smith, political science and history, college scholar, summa cum laude. I'm going to pause a moment while we get caught up. Tanner J. Wagner, Justice Administration and Criminology. Victoria A. Christopher, Justice Administration and Criminology. Jason P. Corsetti, Political Science. Josie Page Hutzler, History, University Scholar, summa cum laude. Ty A. Jarosky, History, College Scholar, cum laude. Brendan R. Johnson, History. Lydia Mary Angle Jones, Sociology, College Scholar, cum laude. Jasmine L. Jordan, History. William E. Miller, Social Sciences. Annalie B. Moore, Political Science and Psychology. Her diploma is being presented by her father, Brian Moore, IT technician at Pitt Johnstown. Vino Ogomudia, Political Science. Dylan Michael Pessia, History, cum laude. Rebecca Lynn Riblet, Justice Administration and Criminology. Anthony Paul Salopek, Justice Administration and Criminology. Ashton L. Seeley, Political Science, cum laude. Savannah Pearl Smorto, Political Science, magna cum laude. Alana Taylor, History. Peyton Sunshine Thomas, Justice Administration and Criminology. Mr. President, I now have the honor to present the graduates of the University of Pittsburgh School of Nursing. Anna Chapman, cum laude. Carly Ann Sindrick. Vincent Fayok, cum laude. Aaron Gates, magna cum laude. Erin Elizabeth Gruber. Jordan Helgert. Shelby Joanne Hoffeditz. Emily Faith Hoppel, cum laude. Rebecca Lynn Hutchcraft, summa cum laude. Haley Kaiser, cum laude. Victoria King. Haley Lehman, magna cum laude. Julia Lusher, magna cum laude. Kara McKenzie, magna cum laude. Catherine McQuaid, magna cum laude. Josie Rhodes. Kaylin Ray Riberick. Lexi McKinley Risinger, summa cum laude. Jonathan Schimmel. Sabina Shermitis. Kelsey Terzolino. Jessica Marie Thomas, cum laude. Anthony Ernesto Vargo, summa cum laude. Anna Kristen Weber, college scholar, summa cum laude. Jillian Alexandra Williams, summa cum laude. Madison Yoakum. Allie Diamond, Healthcare Management and Supervision, magna cum laude. Ashley Michelle Caroline Fiorini, Healthcare Management and Supervision, cum laude. Derek Malkin, Healthcare Management and Supervision and Surgical Technology. Mr. President, I now have the honor to present the graduates of the Division of Nursing and Health Sciences, although I think the last few graduates were part of that group. Zachary G. Betcher, Respiratory Care. Jacqueline M. Borland, Respiratory Care, College Scholar, cum laude. Jeremiah T. Diltz, Respiratory Care, cum laude. Stephanie K. Hano, Respiratory Care. Avery Offner, Respiratory Care. I would now like to introduce Lieutenant Colonel Eric Steffens, the Professor of Military Science, who will administer the oath of commissioned officers to this year's commissioning ROTC cadet.
Thank you, Dr. Kilpatrick. At this time, would Cadet Matthew Bowser please come forward? Having received his baccalaureate degree and successfully completing all military training requirements to commission on active duty into the United States Army, it's my honor to administer the oath of commissioned officers to Cadet Matthew Bowser. Ladies and gentlemen, please take note of the significant commitment that you are about to witness. Cadet Bowser, as you take your oath, remember you're about to take your place in an ancient and honorable calling, the profession of arms. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your full name.
I, Matthew William Bowser,
Having been appointed an officer in the Army of the United States,
in the Army of the United States,
in the grade of second lieutenant, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservations or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter. So help me God. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Second Lieutenant Matthew Bowser.
So let's hear it for all the veterans in the audience. If they would please stand, anybody who has served in any part of the service, and let's continue that really good celebration of our... We're very proud of you, and on behalf of the University of Pittsburgh, Johnstown, we are grateful for your service and honored by your presence here today. Ladies and gentlemen, graduates, we are now to the point in our program where I am standing between you and, if you're over 21, a margarita, or if you're below 21, good apple juice. So, you know, when we recruited you to UPJ, we were looking for people of promise, people who had great promise, people who had high potential, and we saw our role as critical, as a catalyst, working with great professors to enable you to fulfill your promise and to achieve your possibility. And for us, the goal was just exceptional performance at all levels, at the levels of the faculty, the staff, exceptional performance to prepare you for this launching pad, this point at which you are now entering, going into the world, as a person of great promise and potential, as a person of possibility. Because we see, when we look at you, that dreams will be turned into reality. Potential would arise out of an opportunity. Knocking at your door, you'll seize the moment. So as we send you out to the world, I wanted to say a few things about what's ahead. Now here, you've gotten a great education from one of the best universities in the world, and you, by all accounts, are less than 1% of the most educated people who ever lived. So think about it. Since the dawn of time, you're some of the most educated people who ever lived at the finest universities. So what else is there to tell you? As you go into this journey, with your whole world, the whole world of possibility ahead of you, the tools that we've provided for intellectual, sharpening your intellectual ability, critical thinking skills, analytical reasoning, capacity to integrate various modes of disciplinary thought and inquiry, those tools get you ready for your professions. But the one thing that we also hope that as you go through this journey that you carry with you is some of the eternal lessons or truths. What to make of all you have been given, what to do with it so you could live a meaningful and fulfilling and, yes, a happy life. This question of what makes a happy life and what we need, at one level, yes, you need a degree. As Socrates said, the unexamined life is not worth living. Now you can examine life and critique it and analyze it and deconstruct it. So yes, the examined life. But what ought you to do with these skills to make the most of these possibilities and to achieve your fullest and your highest potential? King Gilgamesh of Mesopotamia, who thought he was a very wise person and he was really trying to understand what is this life? Like, what ought we to do? How ought we to live? And he had all the wise people he consulted, and he ended up with this, and it's simple. Humans are born, they live, then they die. But until the end comes, enjoy life, spend it in happiness, not despair. That is the best way for humans to live. This was several thousand years ago in ancient Mesopotamia. But the lessons of King Gilgamesh, people have put them to the test over time, right? Would a great life come because you have material wealth and perhaps win the big lottery with $1 billion? The evidence does not show that. The evidence does not show that if you made $1 billion in a big lottery, you'll be happy. In fact, what the data tends to show would make all of us not want to win $1 million. Well, yes, because happiness doesn't flow out of those lottery winnings. Happiness does not flow out of professional titles. When a study of Harvard alumni was conducted on this issue, it turned out that the happiest people were not the ones with the biggest titles, the biggest investment managers, the most successful CEOs. The happiest alumni were not even the ones who had the highest GPAs at Harvard. The simple thing that was discovered was that the happiest alumni were the ones who were connected with their friends and their families throughout a lifetime. That's all. Those people recorded higher levels of happiness because they stayed connected, they stayed engaged with their friends and family over the lifetime. And so when we think about that phrase of pursuit of happiness, it's a real challenge. I have the band that I like is called Midnight Oil, and it has a song, how can we sleep when our beds are burning? Hey, how do we sleep when our beds are? How do you stay happy in a world with so much chaos, so much turbulence, so much antagonism, so much polarization, violence? How does one stay happy? Well, you got the words of King Gilgamesh, but it's not something to take for granted, because the world in which you're emerging into, arriving and moving into, that world has a lot of stressors. The educational degrees you've acquired or whatever titles we all have do not necessarily shield us or protect us from the harshness or the turbulence of the world. Especially then in these times, the business of paying attention to the question of what will make you happy, how will you fulfill your purpose and rise to your highest potential while maintaining a sense of good feeling, well-being, connectedness. There's the United Nations puts out a study called the World Happiness Report. I want to bring to your attention some things. The United States of America, despite our high GDP and higher levels of productivity, the world's largest economy by far, significantly, the United States of America has declined in its position in the World Happiness Report. In 2017, we were ranked number 14. The following year, we slipped to 18. And then, now we're down to number 24, our worst ranking ever. So you take all the countries of the world, you see us dropping. So this, by many measures, the country is a sadder and a stressful place. At the same time that the people are wealthier, more educated, have more material goods. What's up with that, you wonder? What's up with that, right? Dropping in the measures of happiness with higher levels of material goods and productivity and incomes, doing better than the rest of the world, at least economically, by far. And some people by a light year, we are ahead by many light years compared to some people in terms of per capita income. What's up with that? So as you enter this new beginning, that age-old question that King Gilgamesh pondered about a meaningful life is really more important than any title or any degree or any perhaps material reward you would ever achieve. You got to examine life, and I hope you keep doing that. But I also think that some degree of selfless service to society. We saw the example of the commissioned officer. We heard the example of our speaker, Ms. Ramos, Stephanie Ramos, who put aside personal interest and rose to the service of country when the call of duty came. Now, we are not really asking you to do, perhaps, but we're not requiring you to do that highest level of service and sacrifice. But if you think about the folks in your neighborhood, your community, if you think about your fellow human being and trying to advance their own good as well as your own personal advantage, that would be activities in accordance with virtue, as Aristotle said, to try to, an activity of the soul in accordance with virtue of giving, not just thinking about your own advantage. So, does it mean that then one day you would achieve total maximum happiness and be content forever? No. This journey is one that really never ends. By all accounts, it's daily work. Like each day you get up from bed and you got to resolve. Now, be it resolved, you would say to yourself each morning, maybe not in such grand terms, I got to try to make life happy, not just for me, but for those around me, and realizing that life with much turbulence that is coming, the turbulence in society, in politics, in technology, the issues that will unsettle all of us, that it would require for you each day to keep that happiness mindset and to resolve to do your best to not just live a happy life, but make those around you feel that sense of happiness and joy that you feel, and to spread joy. It will not come, as I pointed out of increasing the amount of acquisitions, the amount of stuff and possessions. Don't get me wrong. We want you to be very wealthy. And I'll be the first to call on you when I hear you have $1 billion and say, hey, listen, remember the alma mater that got you there? So I hope you all get to a lot of material wealth. But it's beside the point, because on this topic of happiness, the billionaire and the pauper might be equals. You say, well, she has $1 billion, and no, the evidence doesn't show that that would be the difference maker. So, ladies and gentlemen, in the long run, you are not just, you're the master of your fate, the captain of your destiny, as William Ernest Henley said in the poem of Invictus, right? No matter what will happen, no matter what we throw at you, you keep your head high, knowing that you, and only you, are in control of whether you live a meaningful and happy life. It is in your hands. I do think that you already, at UPJ, many of the tools that you need, you have. Personal connections. Look to the left of you. Look to the right of you. If that person was a stranger before this, ask them for, hey, what's your email or Instagram, whatever you use these days. It's all right. These people here will be lifelong colleagues, friends, and even difference makers. When you survey alumni of schools, you see there's an alumni working at Morgan Stanley. Chances are they are recruiting folks from Morgan Stanley a lot. An alumni up as a justice of the Supreme Court, chances are they are looking at their school. An alumni working at UPMC, like our SGA president Ogimuchi is headed to UPMC in a top job. Well, if you're trying to get into UPMC someday, or your kids, Ogi is working there. So look to the left, look to the right of you. Realize that these connections, the friendships you made in your fraternities and in your sororities, the connections you made in your classrooms, in group work, your roommates, all of those people would connect back to where I started with Gilgamesh. Humans are born, they live, they die. But until the end comes, enjoy life. Spend it in every day you can, in happiness and not in despair. Look for reasons to laugh. Look for reasons to dance. Look for reasons to celebrate. Find every way to give cheer. When you see someone who looks sullen, even if you are passing them by, say something or try to do something to cheer them up. Make it a lifestyle for yourself, for your loved ones, for the places where you work. Bring joy. Try to bring happiness. And we are going to end with a happy chant. You know what it is. All right, we've done it once, we could do it again, right? This time for the record books. Let us do it again. All right, now, I think we got to stand up. Let's say we take that breath. Take that breath, take a breath. Remember, this one is for the road, right? So you want to do it with a little bit of happy, a little bit of energy and enthusiasm. You want to leave UPJ knowing that you left your stamp, your mark in it, with all kinds of academic grades, with great athletic performances, with great service in all your clubs and organizations, with great undergraduate research, but also that UPJ was a place that was fun, and that the last thing you did with your alma mater was to do a little dance with the president. All right, people. Let's do it. We're going to show our love, right? Do you love UPJ and your professors who got you here? Do you feel that love for your parents and gratitude for your loved ones and your families and everybody attending in the audience? All right, let's show it. Ladies and gentlemen, take another breath.
All right. 3, 2. U, P, J. Again. U, P, We wish you all the best. We love you. Wish you all the best. Travel safe. And see you around. Love you guys. Love you very much. Bye-bye.
Will you please rise and join in the singing of the Alma Mater, which will be performed by the Johnstown Chamber Choir. We would like to invite all of the graduates, guests, faculty, and participants to our commencement reception following these proceedings in the Wellness Center across the way. Please, graduates, those of us who got all dressed up here to watch you graduate would love to see you before you take off. And if your family is here, we'd like to meet them. And there's an opportunity to get your picture taken. The recession will conclude the 2025 commencement exercise. The audience is requested, however, to remain in place until the procession of the graduates is complete.